your host, Joshua Church.
Hey guys, so wanted to talk real quick about, since we're concluding our 80s flashback kind of thing here on Movie Dogs and Quick Bites, figure I would talk to you about movie soundtracks. The movie soundtracks in the 80s and early 90s and into the mid 90s became like a big selling point for a movie. Why people wanted to engage with it, why people wanted to give it a shot, and how they sold some of these soundtracks. Some of these, ones that stuck with you. I think the two ones that I can think of the most that felt like they impacted it and changed it pretty much forever was Back to the Future, Huey Lewis and the News, hitting you with all the power of love and all these other kinds of things. And then you had Top Gun, Danger Zone, you had Take Your Breath Away, right? And this just kind of kept crescendoing into more and more movies over the era, and into my teens. I remember one of the big driving forces of feeling like, oh man, I had to have the Crow soundtrack. Absolutely had to have it. Batman Forever, Kiss from a Rose, I had to have that, right? And it's funny to think of the life cycle of it. The 80s kicked it off, made everybody, because music was such a big part of the 80s, but it was another thing to sell a project. You got a big time star to come in and do something. You got Queen to come in and do the soundtrack for Highlander, and it became such the identity of Highlander, you know. And then you had oh god, what was the one? I think it was Legend that had a Tangerine Dream soundtrack that was really cool and trippy. There's just so many of those, and it just led into the 90s of the grunge era and the rock era for everything to be, each movie always had a soundtrack. And a lot of times, if you could get that soundtrack early and listen to those songs, you had an emotional connection already to the movie before you even got a chance to see it. And then in the 90s, it just kept going. And then one day it just stopped. It's weird to think about that, but just one day, there was no more. And movie soundtracks now are really forgettable. And maybe I'm old. Music feels a little forgettable these days. I don't know. Everything feels corporate. But yeah, I don't know. It's just funny to think about that, how much that's changed, and how now that's not really a thing. Most of the time now, when I want to see a soundtrack on something, it's usually the original soundtrack. So I want to hear the music, the score, but not exactly the songs in the movie. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you have any favorite 80s soundtracks? Let us know. Appreciate you guys.
Hey, like and subscribe. Be sure to check out more of the content on the Movie Dogs channel. All the reviews and cool remarks and cool guests like me, Josh Church, the owner of River Monster Comics. We are in Dunnellon, Florida, so if you're ever in the area, come by and check out the shop. Get some cool nerd stuff, comics, pops, toys, whatever. And swing by and just have some cool conversations about movies and all things pop culture. We appreciate you. See you soon.